Welcome to Woggle Guides. In this guide, I'll explain how to send a reply on Gmail. We'll also go through how to add attachments to replies, as well as how to change the subject of your email. Let's get straight into it. We spend more time reading and replying to emails than we do sending new emails, but it's not super clear in Gmail how to send a reply or make any changes to a reply before sending your email. In this guide, I'll show you how to use Gmail's reply and reply to all features, how to send emails using Smart Reply. I'll also explain how to add an attachment to a reply, and I'll demonstrate how to change or edit the subject title of your reply email. And don't forget, if you want to go straight to the info you're interested in without all the faffing about, click on any section below to go straight to that part of the guide. And please do subscribe if you like what you see, so we can let you know when new guides are published. We'll start by looking at how to arrange your inbox so email replies are fast and easy. We're logged into Google and in Gmail. Looking at this inbox, you'll see Woggle has received lots of emails. And why wouldn't he? He's a popular chap. If a message is shown in bold in your inbox, this means it hasn't been read by you yet. It isn't obvious from this view, however, how we can reply to any of these emails. If you right-click whilst hovering over an email, you'll see lots of email actions, including reply and reply to all. Whilst this may be okay for the occasional email, it can be a bit tiresome to do this from your inbox all the time. A better way to work is to turn on email preview, which will allow you to reply from your inbox with one click. To add a preview window, let's click on the toggle pane on the top bar. If I click on the drop-down arrow, you'll see there are two options, a vertical email preview and a horizontal preview window. I prefer the vertical view, so let's choose that, and you'll see a blank window view appears. Let's click on one of the emails on our inbox, and a preview of that email is shown. Next to the email sender's details, if I click on the drop-down arrow, this displays email information on the sender and who it was sent to, as well as the email send date. Let's now look at how to make a straightforward reply in Gmail. If we want to just quickly reply to only the sender of this email, I can click on the reply icon, which opens a new reply window. The subject title of this email remains the same, and then we can quickly write a response and send that off by clicking on the large blue send button. You may, however, want to reply to everyone on the email. Focusing on our original email, I can find the reply to all option by clicking on the three dots on the More option next to the reply button, and from the options shown, I'll choose Reply to All. A new email window then opens up, and if I click on the email recipient's details, you'll see both the sender's email address and the other email recipient's details are shown. I can then write a quick response and send that off by choosing the large blue send button. We'll now take a look at how to use Smart Reply in Gmail and how it can work for you. We're back in our Woggle inbox. If I click on an email, you'll see that a number of smart replies to the question asked are shown. Smart replies are short responses of a few words that Gmail has created based on the content of your email. They usually work best in response to specific questions that have been asked, or if someone sends you a thank you or best wishes note. They aren't suggested for every email you receive, particularly those which contain statements or complex questions. But you will see them popping up even in the middle of email threads if Gmail is confident it understands the content and can provide a suggested response. If I click into a Smart Reply email and choose one of the reply options, an email reply is automatically generated with that response. I can continue to type and add my own words to the email. You'll notice that when I clicked the Smart Reply, Gmail automatically assumed I only wanted to respond to the sender of the email. You can change this setting to reply to everyone in the email by going into your Gmail settings. We do this by clicking on the gear settings icon in the top right of your inbox. And in the panel that opens, let's choose See All Settings. In the General tab near the top of that page, you'll see there is a default reply behavior section shown, where you can choose to reply only to the sender as shown here, or reply to all when you click on your Smart Reply. Let's change the default option to Reply to All. And don't forget to scroll down to the bottom of this page and click on the Save Changes button to ensure your changes are saved in Gmail. Gmail then reloads the inbox. And if we click into an email, you'll see the reply link is now changed to a Reply to All button by default. And if I choose a Smart Reply option and click into the reply details, This confirms that the reply is now sent to all email recipients and not just the sender. Let's now take a quick look at how to add or remove people from our reply. Let's click on the Reply All option from our inbox, and you'll see that Gmail has added in the names of everyone that was in the original email that was sent. The original sender of the email is shown in the To row, and anyone else has been added to the CC row. CC stands for carbon copy, and just means they are sent a copy of the same email you are sending to the sender. If I want to remove anyone from this email, and you can choose to do this for any email address from the To or CC rows, all you need to do is click on the X next to their name to delete them from the reply. Of course, in order to send an email, you must make sure that at least one email address is kept in the reply. If you send an email with email addresses in just the To and CC rows, then everyone that receives the email will also see the email addresses of everyone else who receives it. There may be circumstances where you want to send a copy of an email to someone, but you don't want everyone in the email to know that they've seen the email. To do that, we use a hidden row called BCC. BCC stands for Blind Carbon Copy, and you can open up this row by clicking on the BCC link on the right of your email reply. Once this has been opened, email addresses can just be added in the usual way. Any email addresses added in this row will not be visible to anyone else that receives the email. One of the most common questions asked about Gmail replies is how to edit the subject or title line of the reply. From our inbox, let's choose to reply to an email. As this is a short email, the reply button at the bottom of the email is shown. I'll click on that. To change the subject of the email, I need to move my mouse into the email reply window that is open, and I'm going to click on the drop-down arrow next to the type of response icon. From the options list shown, you'll see we can choose Edit Subject. Let's click on that. The reply then opens in a pop-out window, and I can completely overwrite the subject, or if I click into the subject line, I can add any additional words I want to the subject. Once I'm happy with any changes I want to make to the reply, I then send it in the usual way by clicking on the blue Send button. It's worth noting that once you've changed the subject of an email, then any further replies you receive in Gmail won't be grouped with the earlier replies, and Gmail will now treat that email like an entirely separate conversation. One last area that can be a problem when working with replies is attachments. If you're sent an attachment as part of an email, if you just click on the reply button, then the attachment is removed from the email. This can be annoying if you're reviewing a document or photo and want to refer to it in your email, and it can be particularly confusing if you're including someone in the reply who may not have seen the original attachment. In order to get around this, we can manually add an attachment to a reply. To do this, let's focus on the toolbar at the bottom of the reply window, and the feature we're interested in here is the paperclip attachment icon. Let's choose that now. This opens up a file finder window, and all we need to do is choose the file we want to add and click the Open button in the bottom right. If you want to find out more details on how to attach files in Gmail, check out the Woggle Guides shown above. That file is then attached to your reply, and it can be sent in the normal way. I hope you found this Woggle Guide useful and learned something new. If you have, please like or subscribe so that other users can find it too. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or suggestions for other Woggle Guides. And thanks for watching. And do look after yourself until next time.